Hello, today we visit r/AskReddit to ask men of Reddit, what is something you'll never understand about women? Make sure to comment what confuses you about the other gender, and if by chance you aren't one of the two, comment I have no clue, comment something. With that, sit back and enjoy. How they get out of the shower and do that weird thing on their head with a towel, then all of a sudden they have this monument on their head. Thanks for the awards and the elaborate instructions. Unfortunately, my head is always shaved, and until it's always not, I can't convince myself it's not magic. Step 1. Flip head upside down so all your hair is hanging down. Step 2. Put the center long edge of the towel against the nape of your neck. Step 3. Gather the towel at the top of your head near your hairline. It'll be fitted loosely to your head at this point, and you'll have a long towel ponytail hanging down. Step 4. Twist the towel ponytail. Direction doesn't really matter, but I go counterclockwise. Step 5. Lift your head and, in the same motion, gently flip the twisted section of towel back over your head. Voila, towel turban. As a guy who has been growing his hair out for the last 2 years and has struggled with the turban, I salute you, kind soul. My husband, who is growing out his hair, how do you do the towel thing? Me. Husband, the hair towel thing, the twisty thing on your head. Me. Oh, I don't know, I just do it. Husband, can I watch you try it a couple of times? Me. I guess. Husband, achieves hair wrap thing. Then this Redditor describes it perfectly. If your hair is curly, you do the plop with a microfiber towel or t-shirt. Lay towel on flat surface, such as a bed. Flip hair upside down. Aim so that your forehead is close-ish to the edge of the towel that's closest to you. Lower your hair slowly and let the curls form. Take the edge of towel furthest from you and gently bring it your nape. Your head is essentially inside a towel taco. Now take the sides and tie them at the back of your head. I have made a Professor Quirrell joke or two when faced with the monument. When she asks me what are you thinking and I say nothing, why won't she believe me? I always forget what I was thinking about if someone asks me. Like they interrupt my chain of thoughts and it's gone. The whole chain of thoughts is so pointless and just our brains filling time, that when it hears someone speak, it just dumps the whole thing before even considering what you are being asked. Absolutely this. Like, why can a garbage can be lifted by that little slit in the front? Why is that tree so big, but the younger one is wider? Why are fat tires worse in snow than skinny tires? I mean, I know why, but still I wonder about it. Because it is difficult for some to imagine a person not thinking at all. Most of the time it's not that I'm not thinking, it's that I'm not thinking about anything even remotely meaningful or interesting. I'm trying to work backwards to figure out what I read or heard that reminded me of the Warren Zevon song that's now stuck in my head, is not a great conversation starter. Me. I wonder whatever happened to my old motorcycle. That guy who bought it sure was a nerd. He seemed pretty obsessed with 2009 Kawasukis. I hope he is enjoying it. I wanted the blue one, but the dealer made me a good offer on the green one. It was a lot of fun, but I found I didn't have time to ride it very much, and it was developing that leak that I couldn't afford to fix, so it was time to sell it. Her. What are you thinking about? Me. Her. You want to break up, don't you? How are their feet always so cold? Please help us find a solution to this. I'm so over having icicles for toes. Heated socks. But then my feet get sweaty and I don't know which is worse. As a guy with cold feet, I have experienced having cold feet that were still sweating in my slippers. I don't know how it is possible, but it's happened more than once. Obligatory, not a biologist, I've just been told this. But our blood flow is more centralized to feed our reproductive system, so we have less blood flow to our extremities. Mine doesn't even work, that's just rude, gimme my warm feet. How they can magically make things appear in front of them that I've spent 15 minutes looking for. My mother-in-law used to say, if I find it, I get to hit you with it, lol. I have adopted that mantra and I am amazed how fast said item gets located. I say, it's usually some sort of treat, but occasionally not. If I find it, I'm eating the whole thing. I get so mad at my man for this. You're gonna make me get up after I said it's in the cabinet to come find it in the cabinet after you looked for literally half a second. My dumbass ex lost his tablet. Oh no, I can't find it. Did you check your car? The top of the washer where you put it when you come home? No, I looked, I can't find it. Goes on a trip 2 days later after ordering a new tablet. I'm doing a load of laundry. Yup, damn tablet is on the washer under his sweater. He never looked and it cost him $600. So glad his dumb lazy butt is someone else's problem. Yo, I know their last brain cell is trying its best, but this irritates me to no end as well. They'll say they've been looking for ages and checked everywhere, but do they move anything in the damn cupboards or shelves to check behind the front row of items? I am not sure about all men, but from watching men in my life, you have to very clearly say the exact location of where it is. Which cupboard, which shelf, and on which side. If you don't, they start looking in places where you did not tell them after they don't see it in the front. Sometimes I know where stuff is without having seen it being put there. I just know that you're the kind of person who would put it there and forget it. How you can talk to your mom on the phone for multiple hours every week. My dad calls me when he needs me to order something on Amazon for him and that's about it. It's something that completely depends on what kind of bond you and your parents made while growing up. For example, while super loving, my parents never seemed to really care about the mundane things of my life, so here I am 33 and I almost never talk to them on the phone because we never grew that kind of interaction together. It's also whether you're naturally chatty people. My mom and I actually have this whole competition to see who can get my grandmother to stay on the phone the longest. I think the record sits somewhere around 11 minutes. Mom and I can chat for a long time. Same with my brother, if we get going we'll just chit-chat for ages. Sometimes my dad will do something cool and we chat and bond over it for a few minutes. He's been doing some graphic design stuff lately and then I get a bit sad and wish we chatted more often about cool things like that. And then the next day I'll be doing something normal like putting ketchup on my plate and then he'll criticize me for no reason about how much ketchup I put on my plate. Maybe a slightly more than average amount but not a lot, and then I remember why I don't talk to him much. Shower temperature. What the duck is up with this Mordor water? Why must you feel pain to feel cleansed? That's because we're cold all the time. It's not painful, it's relaxing. And us men are warm all the time. It's weird. Hot water helps us molt. We're constantly cold, man. Let us take our fire shower so we can feel our toes for a minute. You know how when you put your foot in the pool and it's uncomfortably cold but once you jump in it feels alright? It's like that but in reverse. I have a wife and 2 daughters who will bring up issues and problems they encounter. I still have not quite learned that they do not want a discussion about how to solve these problems. A friend of mine, when something pretty intense happened, asked, "Do you want me to help or just to listen?" And I thought that was so considerate. Sometimes listening has to come first before we're ready to move on to the helping part. Frenemy behavior. Why do you keep other women around that you actively despise just to complain about them? I don't understand this either and I am a woman. Me too, sister. I have to say, 8 out of the 10 people who hurt me the worst in my life were women, and it was that frenemy relationship that my naive ass fell into and accepted as some kind of natural female pecking order. When really, these frenemies were insecure, jealous bitches. I'm a married cishet woman, so it's not like I hang exclusively with men, but because I clearly set my boundaries as a happily married woman, I find being in the company of men much easier and less stressful. It takes me a hell of a longer time to trust women, of any age, for any reason. How they always smell so good all of the time. Like, how? None of our products are Timber Wolf lightning scented. Why do men's products smell like concepts? The duck is Cool Sports Breeze? It's evocative. You know those little swirly bar soaps at Whole Foods, where they make this whole display near the cash register with all the soaps stacked on top of each other? I use that. I like the almond one, it's my favorite, but there are a couple others like a beachy scent, or a lemon scent. Afterwards I like to use a shea sugar scrub. Usually in a raspberry scent or a marshmallow scent. And then with my skin still damp, I like to use a wee bit of body oil. Usually this is some kind of vanilla bullshit scent, but I have another one that's Fruity Pebbles scented that I really like. If I'm feeling particularly bougie, or if I want to skip the scrub and the oil, I use one of those whipped body butters. You know the kind you see on TikTok, where they have endless videos of someone piping them into a jar, and it looks like frosting? Well, I have a million of those. I have everything from coffee, to flowers, to blueberry, to cake, to chocolate, to vanilla, and peppermint, and other things. Also, I wash my ass. Username checks out. Why do they need so many pillows? Why do you need one flattened yellow pillow? It's for stomach sleeping. They don't make pillows flat enough for this, so you have to wear one pillow down. It gets yellowed by years of sweat. Coming from a middle-aged man who slept wrong on his neck several nights in a row, I'm beginning to learn the value of having numerous, quality pillows. 3 pillows for me. 1 under my head, 1 between my knees, and the 3rd under my arm to square my shoulders. 3 for the wife, and 1 for the dog so he doesn't steal ours, he sleeps like people. So 7 total on our bed. 3 reasons. 1. They are comfy. 2. It looks really cool. 3. Support for sleeping on your side. Taking her bra off without taking her top off. It's ducking black magic, man. I need a PhD in geometry just to understand it. No PhD necessary. Just unhook the back, pull the strap down and slide your arm out of it, then the other side, and done. Slide that baby out from your shirt. It's a little harder with long sleeves or a hoodie, but still doable. And it's heavenly. How she can have a dream where I cheated on her and she wakes up mad at me. Like I'm sorry, I guess? Anytime my so does something hurtful in a dream and I tell him about it, he says, "Your brain did that," and I say, "Yes, but it looked just like you." Then we laugh. Why, "I'll be ready in 5 minutes," takes 30 minutes. It really depends on the woman. My mom will start 3 hours early before she goes anywhere fancy, because she has to pick out her outfit, make sure she has the perfect matching shoes, jewelry, purse to go with it. She's also in the purses or accessories camp, fix her hair, and do her makeup, something that especially takes time since she's always trying new methods. For me, I just slap on whatever I have in my closet, comb my hair until it looks okay, and maybe grab some jewelry. It takes 10-15 minutes max, but I can usually finish in 5-7. Alrighty, time for the lightning round. Here we go. Why they feel the need to tell their friends intimate details of our adult fun time life. It's a major violation of trust and intimacy to me. My husband says, "Why do you wax your eyebrows, then draw them back on?" Pete Davidson. The way they can casually talk about period pain that would put me on the ground thinking I'm gonna die. Like I know it's frequent and all, but still I could never, and I respect my wife for that. How much trust they put in birth control. I'd be paranoid as duck. Why they ask questions about what's going to happen in a TV show or movie when you're both watching it for the first time. Why my wife always leaves a small amount of tea or coffee in her mug. Just drink the whole thing. Thank you for watching all the way until the end, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what confuses you about the other gender. Click the video above if you want to continue to watch my content. Until next time.